Hey, it's Robyn Openshaw. I'm the Green Smoothie Girl, and congratulations on tackling our 26-day detox. So let's dive right into what do you need to do to prepare your mind and your heart and your body. First of all, we all have fear anytime we do anything new. So let's just talk about that head on. I think the thing that helps you get over whatever hopefully mild fear that you have or anxiety about doing something new is you've got a big why, right? This whole thing, this 26 days, maybe you're not totally clear on what we're doing. Maybe you're the kind of person who's read the entire manual already. Maybe you've never done a coffee enema. Maybe the gallbladder flush makes you nervous. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a video for you later that takes you through the gallbladder flush and helps you realize that it's just not a thing. This is not gonna be a big deal, and you're gonna be so glad that you do it. 26 days without eating meat. Some of the people who do our program have never done that before, or sugar, or drinking alcohol, or drinking coffee. Sometimes things like this that are new scare us. Maybe we wonder if we can handle it. I want you to know that you are in a group that will take us to 15,000 people who have completed this program. I have people who've done this program twice a year, who have done it up to 18 times. Only the first time is scary. So what is your big why? Get really clear on your why. We've seen our detoxers put on their fridge what their why is. So every time they go to that fridge, they get a good reminder. So maybe you have a wedding coming up. Maybe your daughter's getting married. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're avoiding a heart attack because you have cardiovascular disease in your family and you want to get serious about that. Maybe the doctor wants to remove your gallbladder and you've heard that doing a flush might help you avoid that. Maybe it's your 25-year high school reunion coming up. There are no bad incentives, they're all good. But here's where I want you to start. Would you please, for me, get off of caffeine completely for a week before you start the program? Why is that? This year, I've read 3 new books that have been released about the liver. I'm a little bit of a nerd in that I want to know everything there is to know about the liver, and that's a lot of things. I think I've spent years and years and still not necessarily understand all 2,000 chemical functions that your liver does, that the liver performs for you. Okay, well, all 3 of those books that just released in the year that I'm filming this say that stimulants will interfere with the ability to soften those crystalline structures, those precursors to gallstones, liver stones. And coffee with its high acidity is part of why we have these problems, why we have formed these crystalline structures in the ducts of our liver and gallbladder, okay? So we also want you to get the withdrawals out of the way, and then you don't blame us, then you don't blame the program itself for the headaches or other side effects as the metabolites of coffee come through your neurological system, okay? Generally, it only lasts a day or 2. But the funny thing is if you've been off of coffee for a week, if coffee is an addiction of yours, it sounds strange to say, but this makes you a lot more likely to go forward in the program if you've gone off of coffee for a week, because you'll think to yourself, well, I've already gotten off of coffee. That's an investment of my time and energy. You're not going to quit in the program. So that's just another little reason to get off of coffee. But another thing I'd love for you to consider as you're about to get started is to bring a buddy to the program. The person you're least likely to let down is your adult child. We have seen that work every time, because if you're his mother, you are really motivated to see him get healthier, right? We'll do anything for our children. Probably the second best buddy is a friend who lives close by. There's no way you're gonna let down that friend if she's been purchasing the food and you've been preparing it together or planning it together. You know you're not gonna let that friend down. And a spouse is great too. If that spouse is actually invested in the program, that can be kind of hard if they're rolling their eyes, they don't understand why you're doing this, they're not really into it. But the nice thing about a spouse is that you probably already work together on shopping and food prep and cleanup and all of that. Okay, so I just ran and got a few things because I want to show them to you. I'm gonna highly recommend that you pick these things up, depending on whether you're doing level 1 or level 2 of the detox with us. If you're doing level 2, you absolutely need to get this. And if you just kind of have a toe in the water and you have some anxiety about doing the detox and you're not yet gonna get the enema kit, just know that you're gonna get into it. If you're in our private Facebook page, you're gonna see a lot of other people having a really amazing experience with it. I want you to get an enema kit. In the email that you got this video in, you've got a link to it on Amazon. You could get another one if you want to, but this is the one that I have that I link you to. And this is the tubing that just connects here. It comes with an enema tip, okay? Yes, this is what you put coconut oil in, and yes, you stick it up. And this is what the coffee comes out of and leaves it in your rectum. This is what creates all that glutathione. This causes the liver and gallbladder and all the ducts to open up, to dilate, so that you can dump a lot of junk out and have it leave the body without recirculating, okay? Your blood recirculates every 4 minutes. I believe that it gives you a second enema tip. So when you don't want to like boil this in hot water anymore, you've got a second one, or if you have a second person doing the detox. This enema kit, I've had it for years, so it's seen a lot of use. Secondly, this is recommended, it's entirely optional, but a castor oil kit, and we've got 20% off during the detox. My colleague, Dr. Marisol, created this. This is 100% organic cotton. Mine has been used recently. I need to clean it better because it's got a lot of oil in it, but you're gonna pour the oil on it, put it over your liver at night, and tie it on. Super easy, doesn't make a mess at all. And then you're gonna put a hot water bottle over it, okay? So having a hot water bottle, you can get this at any pharmacy, really. These are really cheap and really easy to get. So if you are doing level 2 and you're gonna be doing the coffee enemas, make sure you get organic coffee beans. I don't care which kind. There's lots of debate out there about which ones are best, but I think it'll be fine regardless of what brand you get. But we have linked you to my favorite brand on Amazon. Another thing that you're gonna wanna do before you get to the gallbladder flush, you're going to want some Epsom salts. And you can get this on Amazon. This is from an organic brand that I like, but you can really get this at any drugstore as well. And finally, we recommend, totally optional, okay? Some of you are doing the detox with a very close eye on your budget, and that's understandable. But if you want something to bind to heavy metals so that you're gonna see an increased out throughput of heavy metals leaving the body, this is Cyto Detox. So you're gonna be kicking up a lot of garbage that's been sitting in your tissues, your organs, inside your cells. And as a result of eating a lot of fiber, eating a lot more alkaline, decreasing the sodium, increasing the potassium ratio in the cells, practices like the thoracic pump and the infrared sauna, if you can get access to one, and the colon massage that you can do at home, rebounding on a small trampoline. You may not do all of those, but you'll do some. Take that Cyto Detox so that those cage structures can help you optimize toxins leaving the body. Okay, so the only one of those things that is a must-have is the Epsom salts. I think this will cost you a couple bucks. You don't have to get a big one like this. I just have both my adult daughters and I have done it in the last few months. I got my boyfriend to do it. I was pretty stoked about that. And so this is for all level 1, level 2. Everything else that I've shown you is really level 2 stuff. And then I want to also point out over here, and this is a bit of a spend, but if you understand already the value of detoxing with us twice a year, this is a Kalima board. I think this costs about $250. I'll put a link in the email that you got this video in, but this right here allows you to do your at-home colonics, your coffee enemas, while lying flat. This end right here is over the toilet. You're lying on this. A chair is underneath this top part. You can put a pillow underneath it, and this makes using your kit right here, it makes it very simple and easy and painless. Otherwise, you're kind of jumping up and down off the floor and jumping on the toilet, so there's a little more anxiety involved. So if budget consciousness is important to you right now, please don't think that you have to get the Kalima board, but I really do love mine. So the other thing that I want to tell you is to just be excited about this process. You're about to achieve miracles for your health. We're so happy to have you with us here at Green Smoothie Girl. So make sure you get on the Facebook page. A lot of people just lurk there and never say a word, and then they write us they fill out the questionnaire at the end and they tell us the amazing things that happened for them. We once didn't hear from someone who participated in our detox the whole entire time, and at the end of it, she sent a photo of her and her 4 daughters and her husband. They had done the detox together, and they showed us their weight loss. One of them had lost 25 pounds. They were all homeschooled kids, and they all did it to the letter. We would love to hear those stories on the Facebook page where you can inspire others. So I will see you there.